graph looks like when you're driving through this river. They're everywhere. Back at it again, perch fishing. We had a good spot. We left it, went running upriver, checking some new areas out. It didn't pan out. So we're back here now. It's slow. There's no doubt about it. It's slow. One key thing is use a counter. It helps you keep track of your fish that you have in your live well. You ain't got to dip your hands in there and count them all the time. Just keep that in mind. They're pretty cheap. Everybody's got them. I think this is a Mr. Crappie, actually, so it's just a real good handy tool. I said you were talking to my rod. The whole time, Ray.
I think he was. This one might be down to his tail.
Drawing attention to ourselves, Ray. Felt better, didn't he? Second trip out perch fishing. I've not changed my rig one time. I'm going to go ahead and change it, but I'm going to show you how I do it. I usually take about a 5-foot piece of line and I tie it onto my swivel first because, of course, I use a Palomar knot. If you guys don't know how to tie it, it's easy. You go through it and then you go right back through the same hole. Then you take it and you just tie an overhand knot and then bring that right through that loop. You just grab a hold of your swivel and bring it through the loop. Tighten everything up. I'll show you why it's easier to do now. Tie it to your main line because you have to bring that whole line through your loop. So it makes it a lot easier. So once again, the same thing. All you do is put it through, run it back through the same way that you just came from, and you got to loop your tag line and your main line together. All you do is take it, do a simple overhead knot, go through your loop, grab that tag line, pull all that excess through. And then, of course, your swivel and tighten it up. And that's it. The hooks I use, they're just Eagle Claw number 4s. Last one in this pack. You can see I have multiple hooks here. I have 2s, 4s, 6s. Depends on what type of year. I have red hooks. I have true turn. Straight shank. I mean, it depends. Just like bass fishing, everything depends on how they want it, how they're eating it, all that stuff. But basically, I just do the same thing. I take it up, put it on that leader line, however far I want to be from the swivel, say about 2 foot, I'll just do the same thing. I'll tie a Palomar knot. The thing is, with these snelled hooks, you can see I have 6-pound. That snelled hook's got to be 8 to 10. So trust me, it doesn't matter what size line you use. The only thing that helps is that lighter line comes off the spool easier and faster. That's key for when you're dropping it down. The faster you get down, the faster you get bit. Plain and simple. Wherever that hook lands, that's where I want that sinker. About 4 to 6 inches under it. You can tie any knot you want on the sinker. It doesn't matter to me. I don't necessarily use a Palomar because it's a pain in the butt to use on the sinker. But I always tie my sinker. Even if I'm using drop shot weights, I always tie it. That's it, man. Hook's here, sinker's here. You want that 4 to 6 inch, that's it.
You got a double rig in that. That's right. He snagged himself. I didn't even snag. You got it right in the end.
Yeah. Can't beat. That one right. What's that? No, just regular minnows. You know, we're doing really well out there compared to a lot of people. It's honestly just the way we fish. Everybody asked what we were using, but all we're using is just plain, simple old minnows. They're not fatheads, they're nothing special. The way Ray and I like to fish, we have our 3/8 to ½ ounce weight on the bottom, but we like our rods to be almost slightly bent. It's key to seeing a bite, and then fish they don't feel the pressure of the rod. Super light rod, just letting them eat it. So another good perch trip out of me and Ray. There's a lot of them in that river, guys. If you haven't made it out there, you really should try. Watch the weather, take precautions. You know, it's part of Lake Michigan. It's the Calumet River that dumps into Lake Michigan. Start at the mouth, work your way in. You could go for miles and miles and miles up that river. The one thing I'll say that will definitely help is the bites are very soft a lot of the time. They're very, very light bites. And all I can say is those microlight rods are tremendous. They don't have any backbone until like the very last eye, the one closest to the reel. The rest of it's just a noodle. And it does make a difference. If you watch some of them bites, I mean, you can barely tell it. It's the truth. They're hard to see. So I don't know if you can see or not. This rod has no backbone until way back here by the first eye. That's what makes them so special. I truly can't make it any easier. You've seen our setup, and that's the setup to a T. It's that simple. The key is the rods. It truly, truly is. I see people out there all the time. They're too stiff of rods. You're going to miss a lot of fish, or you'll never know they were there. Trust me, the lighter the rod you can go to, the better off you're going to be. You guys, thanks for watching. Be safe out there. We'll see you next time.